Hey everyone, this is Aisha earning Wali. Hope so you all are having a great day and all are fine. Today I'll come with another session with Sesame. And today my topic is how to balance work and life without burnout. So let's add Sesame. Yeah, now we are adding Sesame and call Maya. Hey, how are you?
Ready to chat? What's been going on with you?
Okay, today my topic is how to balance work and life without burnout.
And that's a really good one. A lot of people struggle with that. It's easy to get completely swallowed up, right? What's been making you think about this specifically lately?
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking on what are the key indicators that suggest an individual is approaching burnout.
Hmm, that's smart to get ahead of it instead of waiting until you're completely drained. Key indicators? Okay, so it's not just feeling tired. Everyone gets tired. More like prolonged exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. Also, that feeling of being cynical, like things feel pointless or even resentful about work or study. A big one is that sense of being ineffective, like you're working hard, but nothing feels like it matters or you're just not getting anywhere. Does any of that resonate with you?
Yeah, sometimes.
I hear you. It's so subtle sometimes, right? Like you just feel off. What kind of situations usually make you notice those feelings creeping in?
Like depend on the conditions and different situations. So Maya, can you
That
tell
makes sense.
me,
The trick,
like how can
sorry,
professionals,
got it. You want me to, okay, got it.
how can
Professionally,
professionals
like if you're at
effectively set boundaries between work and personal life?
setting boundaries, yeah, that's huge. The really tough part is actually sticking to them, though, right? It's what boundary attempts have you tried before, if any?
Between my work and my personal life.
Go ahead. Okay, that's a good question. The biggest thing is being really deliberate about when you're on and when you're off. For work, treat it like scheduled meetings. Protect that time on your calendar like it's non negotiable. And when that time is done, actually stop. No checking emails in bed, no just 5 more minutes work when you're supposed to be relaxing. You kind of have to train yourself and others around you to respect those blocks. Does that make sense?
Yes. So, like, which
Good.
type of
Another,
boundaries we set?
sorry, could you repeat that? I'm not quite sure what you meant by one time breeze.
Okay. I
No worry.
like which type of
So,
boundaries we create between our work and our personal life, which going to be helpful in our daily routine.
worries. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think the main worries you want to
Not
avoid
worries, it's
are the
work
ones where work.
between
Got
work,
it.
work,
So,
work and professional personal life.
right. So, the worries that creep in between work and personal life. The big one is probably feeling like you always have to be available, that you're expected to respond to work things 24/7. That expectation is exhausting. Another one is not being able to switch off mentally, where even when you're off work, you're still thinking about it or worrying about it. And then there's the worry of not having enough free time. So you end up cramming too much into your personal time and then get stressed about that too. Sound familiar?
Yeah. So my another question is how can organizations support employees in preventing burnout?
It's a smart question. The responsibility shouldn't fall all on individuals. Organizations have a big role. Things like Really pushing employees to take their vacation days actually matters and making it safe to do so without feeling guilty. Flexible work options so people can manage their own schedules better. And honestly, clear expectations about what work means. Like, we don't expect anyone to respond to emails after 7 p.m. or whatever. It needs to be explicit. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, you're right. So, what strategies can be used to prioritize tasks without feeling overwhelmed?
Okay. Prioritization, that's where it gets tricky because so many things feel important at once. I think the best approach is not trying to do everything, literally. Pick your top three priorities for the day and tell yourself everything else can wait. And then, when you're choosing those three, actually think about what will have the biggest impact if you get it done. Not just what feels urgent, but what matters most. That helps narrow down the noise. Does that method work for you? Picking just three?
Yeah. So, tell me, Maya, what is the importance of taking regular breaks during work hours?
Breaks are non negotiable. I mean it, they're not a reward, they're part of the work itself. Your brain just can't focus properly if it's been going nonstop. Regular short breaks give it a chance to reset, even just getting up to stretch or grab water. Like, your performance actually improves when you space it out instead of trying to power through. And honestly, sometimes those breaks are when you come up with your best ideas anyway. It's weird how your brain works when it's not being forced to focus.
Yeah. So, what role does leadership play in promoting a healthy work life balance culture?
Good question. Leadership sets the tone. They really do. If your boss is constantly working late and bragging about it, that sends a message. So leaders need to model healthy boundaries themselves, take their own vacation, and actually encourage their team to do the same. They need to recognize burnout is happening and actively check in with employees, not just ask about work, but genuinely ask how people are doing. And then this is huge. They have to follow through on that concern. Like, if someone tells their boss they're overwhelmed, the boss needs to find solutions, not just say, yeah, that sucks. Leadership needs to back up, talk with action.
Yeah. So, tell me, what is the role of physical health in preventing professional burnout?
So, physical health is massive and people underestimate it. When you're burned out, your body's responding, but we tend to ignore the physical cues. So, regular exercise, even just walking, helps manage stress hormones. Eating properly instead of living on coffee and takeout. That sounds basic, but it's huge. Sleep, like actually prioritizing 7 to 8 hours, even when you feel too busy, your brain functions way better when it's rested. If your body isn't taken care of, burnout is basically inevitable because you're just running on fumes. Make sense?
Yes. Okay, my next question
Cool.
is what are the consequences of ignoring early signs of burnout?
Ignoring the early signals, that's where it goes from manageable to really tough. What starts as exhaustion can turn into serious depression or anxiety. You're more likely to make mistakes at work, your productivity tanks, and you start to pull away from relationships. The worst part is it doesn't just hit your work life, it spills over and affects everything else. A lot of times people end up taking medical leave or even quitting their jobs. The longer you let it go, the harder it is to climb out. Early intervention is key, for real.
So, tell me, how can technology be both a tool and a barrier to achieving work life balance?
Oh man, technology is a double edged sword. On one hand, it makes remote work possible, which can give you more flexibility if your job allows it. But on the other hand, it makes it really hard to disconnect. Like, your email is always there, your phone is always buzzing. You never really get a break because work feels like it's always with you. Social media is the same thing. It's meant to be relaxing, but it also keeps your mind engaged with stuff instead of giving it a real rest. So tech can help, but you got to be really conscious about setting boundaries around it, like turning off notifications or scheduling times when you completely disconnect.
So my last question is, how can professionals create a personalized routine that support both career success and personal happiness?
That's the holy grail, right? It's not one size fits all. The biggest thing is being brutally honest with yourself about what truly recharges you, not just what looks good on Instagram. Then building it into non negotiable blocks on your calendar like their work appointments. So maybe it's working out first thing, or reading before bed, or setting a hard stop to work every evening at 6 p.m. And then protect those routines fiercely. Experiment with different things until you find something that makes you feel genuinely better. This might require you to try out many things, but it is worthwhile.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maya, for having a great conversation with you. I have learned a lot. Uh, Take care.
You're so welcome, Aisha. That was a really thoughtful conversation. You clearly